Welcome back to Recap Kickback. Yes, it's Chappell, and I'm back on the podcast where we talk about the Black entertainment news of the week, and we also talk about Black media and television wherever we can. We do recaps of TV shows. But when we first started, we were doing top 10 lists. We were drafting different things. We had a whole bracket. So we're going to have a little fun this time in celebration of spooky season. And with me, of course, on this journey, again, it's Mari. Mari, welcome back.
Yes, spooky season, but most importantly, Black spooky season is upon us.
Yes. Yes.
It's
We,
weird because it's like we're technically almost halfway through October. Like
mhm.
what? What is happening?
It's
We're zooming
flying
through
by
this.
so fast. So fast. I feel like we didn't even give time to really talk about Black horror the way we
I
should in
know.
October. I wanted to have like different podcasts talking about different movies
Same.
and stuff like that, but I mean,
We
we
look
only have
up.
so much time. Yeah.
Yeah. We look up half the month is gone. Like what?
Exactly.
Makes
And
no
so
sense.
today, this is I will give Mari credit for this idea. This is Mari idea. We're gonna do a very
Yeah.
special episode here where we come in and we are going to get our genuine reactions to what I found on the internet as the 25 essential Black horror movies, as per an editorial on Rotten Tomatoes. And so, as we know, Rotten Tomatoes sometimes be hosing. People sometimes tank Black films.
We do.
The critics don't get it because it's not for them sometimes, and so people say these movies are bad or they didn't hit right. So we're gonna give our reactions to the list, talk about the ones we've seen, the ones we should probably watch, and then of course leave the comments open for you all to let us know what your favorite Black horror movie is, how you felt about them, which one of our opinions is wrong. Get active, get in the comments, youtube.com/@recapkickback to let us know what you think about our reactions here. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Thank you for the conversation. We would love to see your feedback here. You can also email us, recapkickback@gmail.com, and let us know about these 25 essential Black horror movies and what Black horror movie we might be sleeping on that needs to be on this list. You good with that, Mari?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I almost wish we had like a counter right here. Somebody, we have lots of post team. Put a counter right here and right
Yes.
there of how
Mm-hmm.
many of these movies we've actually seen.
Oh God, yeah. Let's see if we can keep track. I have a feeling like I wasn't a big movie guy growing up, so I have a feeling that some of these I missed. I love a lot of TV, but
Yeah,
movies sometimes evade me. So I'm very excited to see what happens here.
yeah, me too. We have I don't know. We don't know what the list is, so we're like, this is
Not
gonna be
looked at the
fun.
list.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
All right. So Mari is as Blackula today, and I am Jimmy Bones. So let's see if
Oh,
either of those
I love
movies
that shout
pop
out.
up. Yeah.
Woo.
um, as a skinny guy, I relate to that. So all
I
right, let's
remember
get.
seeing that in theaters.
Oh
Amazing.
yeah. I had it on DVD. Is that embarrassing? Should I be embarrassed about that? I love
No,
Bones. I'm sorry, I do.
Bones is so
It,
good. Yeah,
it's so good.
underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't talk about it enough. Okay, so here's our list: the essential
Yep.
Black horror movies. Uh, what?
Look, go.
Oh, I
Go.
guess at number 25, Jimmy Bones. We got Bones. Critics' consensus: slow to start. The sleek-looking Bones is more silly than scary. I feel like we're going against the critics. I love this movie, Mari. I'm
Loved
sorry.
it. When I
Yes.
tell you, we snuck into the theater to watch this. I remember
Yes.
me and my bestie, we was in there, we was kikiing it up. We were like, "Why is the blood orange? This is amazing."
Yes. It says synopsis: Jimmy Bones is a legendary protector and patron of the thriving neighborhood. Cool, handsome, and respected. More. Oh, it's gonna take us away from the page. Shouldn't have clicked more. All right.
No,
But yeah, just know that Bones is a movie about
we don't
Snoop
need the
Dogg
whole
as
synopsis.
a demon. Yeah, but we've seen it. We like it. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the rest of the list, but I'm gonna argue that this is probably too low, Mari. What do you think?
I agree. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I said zoom in and then we can, yeah. This is
Yeah.
great. I love this. I don't know what the rest of the 25 are, but I can see why it's a little low because it is kind of like it's not as scary. It to me, it kind of come off as horror comedy, but I don't think it meant to, but it's
Yeah.
still so classic and so good. Like Snoop Dogg killed it. Like this is
Yes.
good.
That's my boy. I love this movie, and I was also afraid of this movie at the same time. Like it's funny because it
Exactly.
wasn't scary, but we were so young to where it hit.
Yes,
So Justice for
exactly.
Bones. Next, number 24, Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight. Now, Mari, I remember Tales from the Crypt, but I don't remember this specific iteration
I
of
don't
Tales from the Crypt. Do you?
either. No, I
Yeah.
actually did not like watching the Tales from the Crypts. The Crypt
Really?
Keeper scares the absolute shit out of me. Not anymore, but this does not ring a bell for me at all.
Yeah, synopsis here. Ex-soldier Frank Breaker is the guardian of an ancient key that can unlock tremendous evil. The sinister but charming collector Billy Zane is a demon who wants the key so he can initiate the apocalypse. On the run from the wicked mercenaries for almost 90 years, Breaker finally stops in at a boarding house in New Mexico where, with the help of his quirky residents, he faces off against the collector and his band of ghouls, preventing them from ever seizing the key. It's a lot going on there, Mari.
Is that a synopsis or is that the whole movie?
I don't know. I mean, I guess he's got to go up against the collector, and we'll have to see what happens from there. But I've never seen it, Mari. Should we be putting this on our to-do list? Should we be watching this eventually?
Let's ask the audience. Tell us, what do you think? Ernest R. Dickerson did both of those too. Very interesting.
Yes. So Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, 1995. We'll say we have not watched it. How about that? Have not watched. I'm keeping a spreadsheet now. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Next on our list at number 23, Tales from the Hood. Oh my God. This is getting ridiculous at this point. You know,
the original.
So I like, of course, there's Tales from the Crypt with the Crypt Keeper, but then you have Tales from the Hood. And I just remember being terrified of this movie because I was way too young to be watching it. It was on, and I remember watching my older cousins watching it. I was like, okay, this is not for me. This is scary as hell. But I cannot tell you what the plot of Tales from the Hood
is. That's what I was just about to say. I was like, I remember I watched it. I remember having a reaction to it, but I do not know what it was about.
I think we're gonna have to put that one on our to-do list.
We might have to.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I remember from Tales from the Hood? Niglets. I used to call people Niglets for so long, and I think it's from Tales from the Hood.
Dolls?
Yeah, I think that's what they call them. Yeah, the little slave dolls. Yeah, the Niglets.
Gotcha. I'm there. We're here.
Niglet.
That's all I remember was the little slave dolls. I was like, what is happening right now?
It's not technically a slur, but it does feel like one. So we'll put Tales from the on the Hood from the on the to-do list. We might need to.
I feel like that's a classic.
That's what I'm saying. We kind of need to have that knowledge here. Number 22, Mari. It's Blackula. Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've only seen this like once.
Yeah, but you said you were afraid of Blackula, right?
Not Blackula. No. But like, I don't know. I'm sure I've only seen it once, and then it was like because of the blaxploitation of it all.
Yeah.
I don't think I really liked it. I just like the name Blackula. I'm sorry.
Blackula is such a good name. It really is. From 1972. So I actually don't think I've ever seen Blackula. I just have known it forever. And the original 1972 Blackula, number 22. Bloodsucker.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you, bloodsucker. All right.
Good.
Next up, number 21, we have Blade. Now, does Blade count as a horror movie?
I don't know. It's definitely a comic book movie. I don't know if I'll give it horror movie.
Well, there are vampires, and you are a vampire expert.
Yes,
so
yes, sir.
Is it vampire enough to where it fits into spooky season at the very least?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we be stretching the season. And is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Is Nightmare Before Christmas? Yeah, so yeah, it's just definitely
a Halloween movie.
I don't know. It's good though. Blade is good though.
We like Blade. Blade is
great.
Shout out to Wesley Snipes. And also, shame on you, MCU. We know you're never going to give us that Blade movie. Stop playing in our face. Stop playing in our face.
I'm gonna have grandchildren by the time the next Blade come out.
Yeah, and it's gonna piss me off. Okay, so next up, number 20, Ma. Get Home Safe.
Yes. Did you watch this?
Ma. I did watch Ma.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's a thriller. It counts.
I love the new wave. It's a part of that new wave of Black horror. But it didn't feel like it was trying to because sometimes after Get Out, it felt like a lot of people were trying to
do Get Out.
Do Get Out, and this didn't feel like that. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was weird. It didn't make any
it-
sense, but I liked it.
very weird, very weird.
Was she a
Octavia
weirdo?
Spencer, she did her thing though. She really did. And we got some good gifs from Ma too. That one where she's sitting behind the wall, kind of like
Classic.
yeah. That's a good one. Okay, number 19.
That's a hard
JD's.
suggest if you haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, yes. Go watch Ma, please. Go watch Ma. JD's Revenge, 1976. Have you even heard of this?
No, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, so it's got my boy Lou Gossett Jr. Check out the whole. I did a whole tribute to Lou Gossett Jr. here on Recap Kickback. It's a short. So shout out to my guy. Glenn Turman's here. I have never heard of this before.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I think we got to put this on the list. It made it up to number 19, and we don't even know what it is. I think we got to kind of to watch it. Maybe not for Recap Kickback, just to have that on our reading list. Something that we can go to. Quick synopsis. Notorious gangster J.D. Walker is shot and killed in the 40s. His spirit remains restless for 3 decades until a hypnotist supernatural nightclub act allows him to take over the body of Isaac, who's played by Glenn Turman, a mild-mannered law student. After inhabiting Isaac, Walker decides to hunt down Reverend Elijah Bliss, played by Lou Gossett Jr., a former criminal who helped the authorities find and assassinate the mobster years ago. So, sounds interesting. Wow. I'll check it out. Yeah,
that sounds like that'd be really good for like a remake too.
Yeah, it's time. JD's Revenge it's been a few decades. It's time. Bring back JD's Revenge. Let's
because like a lot of white horror movies they remake over and over and over again.
Oh yes. How many Texas Chainsaw Massacres have there been?
I Spit on Your Grave. There's like 80 million of those.
yeah.
Last House on the Left. So many.
Yeah. Okay. That's number 19. Number 18. Black Box. Mark, why do I feel like you've seen this?
I have seen this. Okay, this is the Hulu one. This is the one where like Hulu was doing like quick shot horror movies. Like they were releasing a horror movie once every week. And I think is Felicia Rashad in this? Yeah.
She is, yeah.
I remember this. There's a twist ending that I don't want to give away if you haven't watched it, but I liked it. I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was good for like a thriller, like you're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, after losing his wife in memory in a car accident, a single father undergoes an agonizing experimental treatment that causes him to question who he really is. I've never seen it, but Mari seems to recommend it.
I liked it. I liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
It was really good.
We'll see what happens. Shout out to Felicia Rashad, of course, obviously. Look at this. Blade 2 coming in higher than Blade 1. Blade 2 coming in at number 17. How do you feel about that, first of all? Do you think Blade 2 is better than Blade 1?
No, and what scares me is we haven't seen Blade 3 yet. And
okay, Blade 3 is not going to be on this list. Stop it.
It better not be. It better not be. I mean, yeah, I love all the Blades, but like the original is really hard to top.
Yeah, well, it's up here at number 17. I argue probably a little too high, especially because I think Blade 1 is probably better. But Blade 1 and 2 are both good. Blade 3,
it's so good.
Talk about it. It's not great, but I love it. I still like it.
Blade 3 is like very funny to me. Yeah, it's funny. It's like straight up
bad movies. You can like bad movies. It's okay.
I love bad movies.
I don't know why people get so defensive over liking bad movies. They like, you don't like the movie. Like it doesn't have to be good for you to enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
I love it.
More Blade. Scrolling down. Sweetheart 2019. I've never heard of this.
I've seen this.
Ooh, okay.
This?
A shipwreck survivor on
an... Oh no, did we see this? I think we started to watch this and then didn't get to finish it.
Yeah, Emery Cohen, Kiersey Clemens.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. A shipwrecked survivor on an inhabited island must fend off a malevolent force that surfaces each night. Very vague.
I have to ask James if we finish this because I remember we started it. I remember we started it. It was we started during the pandemic.
Yeah. Okay. So this is 93% on the tomato meter, certified fresh. So
we gotta watch it.
We gotta watch it. Sounds like it's good, and 93% coming in at number 16. That gives me high hopes for what's coming next.
Let us know if y'all seen that.
Yeah. People Under the Stairs. This is a classic. I've definitely seen this.
So good.
When I was
on
little,
the book. I
I was
believe.
afraid of this. Yes, based on the book. I remember
Creepy.
coming across the movie first, and then when I got older, coming across the book and being like, I'm not reading that. That's crazy. And did they do a remake of People Under Stairs? I don't know why
They
I feel like they did a remake.
did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was. And
I
if there
feel
hasn't
remember.
been, then they definitely should have. Because why not? You know, it's so scary, and it's 1991, so it's been a long time. Oh, I saw it 2 months ago. That's what it was. 2 months ago, I saw like a post about Jordan Peele's Monkey Paw Productions
Ah,
potentially making a remake of
yes,
The People
yes,
Under
yes, yes,
Stairs.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yes, Jordan Peele. Yes, gentrify this Wes Craven nonsense.
Mm.
Okay, let's black it
Well,
up.
Wes Craven is pretty decent.
And he's great, but also
Mhm,
let's gentrify it. All right,
mhm.
next up.
Make it blacker.
Yeah, make it blacker. Uh, Next one, Death by Temptation. Now this looks interesting. Is this a
I
hip
have
hop?
no idea what that is.
Is this a
Kadeem
hip hop
Hardison?
horror story? Yes. Not
A
Kadeem Hardison.
divinity student.
Yes, we love this. Um,
I have no idea. I have never heard of this.
a
Fresh
quiet
though.
divinity student from North Carolina starts to question his fate, so he heads to New York to visit his friend Kadeem Hardison, a struggling actor who takes him out bar hopping. Um,
Wait, is Kadeem Hardison playing himself?
No, that just his name is Kay in the movie,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
pretty much Kadeem Hardison. Yeah, and then
Looks
they
like
they
it.
meet a seductress who turns out to be a succubus and a demon spirit lurking. Okay, all right, you
Oh,
might have my attention.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. I think we could check this
Not
one out
bad.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty interesting.
I'm very excited about that. Also,
It
shout out to
almost
Kadeem
sounded
Hardison.
familiar when you I was just thinking that too. I was like, "Shout
Yeah,
out to him. He was
yeah.
popping."
Also, the title "Death by Temptation" (DEF), bruh, that's black as hell. Black as hell.
They wrong for that.
No, I love it. I love it. Black it up. All right. Next up, The Zombies of Sugar Hill, 1974. Mark, I didn't realize there was so much horror black exploitation out.
Me neither. I have no idea what this is.
I wasn't familiar with your work, black exploitation. Um, Nightclub owner
Hmm.
refuses to sell out to the local mob boss. He's beaten to death by a gang of hired thugs. His fiance vows revenge for his murder and turns to aged voodoo authority Mama
Ooh.
Matrice. Yeah, we like the I like the voodoo stuff. I don't touch it,
Mhm.
but I like to watch other people do that kind of stuff. Yeah, they conjure a demonic spirit. Yeah, bunch of zombies. This sounds like fun. I also don't know how I've never seen this. Never heard of it, nothing.
Never heard of it. Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's pretty high up on the
Mhm.
list. 13 is not bad. We gotta check it out. All right. Number 12, Vampire in Brooklyn. Now, this scared the hell
Hey.
out of me.
Seen it. I seen it
I
in
seen it.
theaters.
I
My
seen it.
my TT snuck me into this.
Yes.
Very, very inappropriate movie for kids. Loved it
Mhm.
though.
You know what I was saying earlier about how Rotten Tomatoes ratings and stuff like normally don't match the when it comes to black folks at least, it really always don't match our like audience reception.
Mhm.
Get this. Tomato meter for
11%.
Vampire in Brooklyn, 11%. Yeah, 31% for the popcorn meter. And I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we
What are
doing?
we
Y'all,
doing
y'all,
here? I
y'all really
love
disrespecting.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
It's
It's
Angela
so
Bassett and Eddie Murphy, y'all.
I
Like, what are we
know.
doing?
With look, Kadeem Hardison again.
Yes, King, Alan Payne too. This is a star-studded cast. Shout out to Wes Craven. Look at him.
I love Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah, me too. I feel like we gotta talk about that. Tyrone loves him. Eddie Murphy. We have to get him on.
Mhm.
Definitely. All right. Next up, number 11, Candyman. Shout out to Pretty Green's
Hey,
own.
the
Um,
original.
the original, the OG. Did you watch the remake
Oh, yeah, I watched it, yeah, I watch every Candyman. We watched, this one in school,
in
like
school?
like, not school, not class, like, my friend group.
Oh,
We
whew.
revisited when we were in college, and I was
Yeah.
like it hit so much different once you, like, realize the allegory and all that.
Yeah. So I remember the first time I saw Candyman, I was little. I probably was in kindergarten, and I was over at a friend's house. My mom was like friends with their mom, so it was like me and like him and his sibling. And so they were like, "Oh, y'all go in the room and play, and we're gonna watch a movie." And so he was like, let's go see what they watch. And so we're like crawling behind the couch trying to see what the old folks is watching. And all I remember is just like this bathroom stall door opening and just bees coming out the toilet. And I screamed. And everyone was like, boy, did we tell you to get your ass back in that room? So yeah, Candyman. Oh man, I gotta catch. I never watched the remakes though. I never seen any of the recent ones. So
I like the remake. I know why some people didn't.
Do not.
So.
Gotcha. We can talk about it later. Next up, Beloved. Now this to me, this didn't really feel like a spooky season movie, but it's because in my household, people was watching this all the time. Like I remember, I think we had this on DVD.
I didn't like Beloved. I only remember the scene at the end when she's naked and yelling, and
it burns. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, and she was very, very hairy. It was a sign of the times.
Right.
Yeah. Moving on. Danny Glover, Oprah Winfrey, Tandy Newton, and I believe her first role that ever hit the scenes really, and then Kimberly Elise, who will, this is Black royalty, and then Tandy Newton's there too. All right. Next up, Eve's Bayou.
Is that a scary movie?
It's not scary. I will say this. There's a lot of voodoo. There's some death. There's some witchcraft in there as well. I don't think it's about that though. Eve's Bayou, people talk about it all the time about, first of all, TikTok has been like messing up their evaluations of Eve's Bayou. There's all these think pieces about how it happened, and I'm like, y'all didn't watch? Did y'all not watch this?
I gotta rewatch it. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've seen Eve's Bayou.
I love Eve's Bayou. I remember watching it when I was little. When we went to New Orleans last year, Mari, I was like, ooh, Eve's Bayou. Yes, check it out. Lynn Whitfield, Samuel L. Jackson, Debbie Morgan.
Classic.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's a scary movie classic though.
Yeah, I don't think it's a horror movie, but it's definitely like a thriller, And Journey Smollett also in there. I think that's where she gets her start. All right. Or at least in movies. Yeah. Number 8, The Boy Behind the Door, Mari. I don't know what this is.
I have no idea what this is. 2020. 2020.
Oh, this is recent. Okay.
We gotta watch this.
Is it streaming or something? Like, why did it come out 2020? I know there were no previews or nothing like that. It couldn't have been in theaters.
It had to be streaming.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's on Apple TV Plus. So yeah,
97%. 2020.
97% on the tomato meter. So yeah, we'll have to check that out. Starring Lonnie Chavis, Ezra Dewey, Kristen Bauer, and Scott Michael Foster. All right, next up, number 7, Ganja and Hess. I've heard of this. I didn't know it was a scary movie.
I didn't either.
Yeah, this is 1973. This is another one of those movies where I'm pretty sure. Oh, Mari, I think they talked about it in the
Hollywood Black.
Hollywood Black. That's where we heard about it.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Germs from the staff of an ancient dagger turn 2 lovers into immortal vampires. Mari, this is right up your alley.
This sounds amazing.
Yeah. Hour and 50 minutes. 93%. Coming in high in the rankings. We'll have to put Ganja and Hess on our to-do list.
Yeah.
Next up, His House 2020.
Tried to watch. I heard this was scary as shit.
It's on Netflix, or at least it was.
On Netflix.
I've never.
It was. Never got a chance. They were like fixing up a house. It was like African refugees or something like that. I kept like, it was one of those things where we kept it on our list to watch, and we kept watching like the trailer.
Yeah,
but just never got a chance to watch it. 100%. I heard it was good. I heard it was scary.
Yeah, it was on Netflix, and it has Wumi Masaku from Lovecraft Country, and so I'm very excited. I didn't know this existed. Yeah, I want to check this out. I hope it's now. Not look at me being weak. I hope it's not too scary. Yeah, but anyway, I hope it's not too scary. All right, that's number 6. We've made it to the top 5, baby. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Number 5, Candyman 2021. Now, Mari,
84%.
You've seen both the Candymen.
Yeah,
you've seen all the Candymen.
Is
Yahya Abdul-Mateen's version of the Candyman? Is this a superior Candyman?
I don't know. I think it's better well laid out. Like,
Okay.
I think it should I say it really kind of just, like, beat you over the head with the it's not allegory, it's, like, straight up, like, gentrification, like, police brutality, like,
Yeah.
it's very straight up, so I think that's why some people hated it and some people liked it, but I really liked it.
Gotcha.
I liked it, yeah.
Not they saying Candyman too woke. Not in 2021. Okay.
Th that
Yeah.
part. Once you watch it and you see the ending, you'll get it.
Gotcha. Okay. Also, cast is crazy. Tiana Paris, Coleman Domingo, directed by Nia DaCosta. Yeah, this is my type. I don't know. I just never watched it. I don't
We
know.
went and saw
I
him
guess it's because
theater.
I had childhood wounds from that first Candyman experience. It was a tough kindergarten year. All right. Number 4, Attack the Block.
This was really good. Have you seen this?
Never heard of this. John Boyega's in it.
It's one of his
Stealing our
first
dog.
movies. It's
Uh-huh.
so good. He's like 13 in it or something like that, or 16. It's good. It's about like some neighborhood youth in London,
Uh-huh.
and I forget what their estates on their estates,
Okay.
and aliens attack London, and they're like a gang of vicious, vicious street boys, and then they have to stop like committing crimes to like beat up aliens. It's good, and
Okay.
they try and protect their estate. It's good. It's really good.
Okay, it's on my list now. 91% on the tomato meter. Number 4, the critics' consensus: effortlessly mixing scares, laughs, and social commentary. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
They're
can check
gonna
this
do a
out.
second one too at some point, but I don't know if they did it.
It's been a long time. John Boyega
Yeah,
gonna be a grown by the time they
yeah.
get to that. Okay. Number 3, Mari.
Mhm.
Us. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love
yeah.
me some Us. I love
Us is so
Us.
good. I
Yeah.
love Us.
I
Yeah,
saw
enough
Us
said,
in the
like,
theaters.
we did too, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Lupita. It's Winston Duke. What else could you
It's
ask for? Jordan Peele.
that twist at the end.
Yeah, and it was like the follow-up
Get
to Get
Out.
Out almost in a
Mhm.
way, and so, I think it kinda set the bar high for what Jordan Peele was doing with these horror
This
movies
genre,
and
yeah.
yeah, and even the music, I think, like, was
Oof.
that I Got 5 on It remix that was
Uh-huh.
on, yeah, like, "Ooh, okay. Yeah, more of that, more of that." Alright, number 2, Night of the Living Dead.
Well, was that black? Remember it showed up in Hollywood Black, and I think we both were
Yeah,
like, I
black
don't think I realized that was black.
Yeah, actually, at the top of this article, that first thing they talk about is Hollywood Black. It actually says, I mean, I'm sorry, it's Night of the Living Dead. It says the movie was groundbreaking for setting zombie template, but also through its casting of Dwayne Jones as his hero and every man of color. He leads survivors through night up until its provocative ending when director George A. Romero inexplicably binds the horror genre to Americans' dark living history. So I think it's about like the history, like black folk
Zom
slavery and all that stuff, but also
Is
tied
it?
into yeah, I think so.
Wow,
Because
I've never seen Night of the Living Dead.
it said America's dark history, and in my mind, that's slavery is the dark part of the American history, as far as
Mhm.
I'm concerned. And so if they're trying to avoid that, I think they're splicing together maybe zombies and slavery.
Hmm,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Set the template for the zombie film. So I guess I'll have to check this out. Also, check out our zombie kickback here on Recap Kickback where we're talking about The Walking Dead. So yeah. And then
So
number 1, Mari.
we know what number 1 is.
Number 1 is definitely Get Out, right?
Has to be.
Gotta be, right?
Gotta be.
Okay, let's find out. Number 1, Get Out, 2017.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, we did it. We did it.
We
We
did it.
both seen Get Out. I
Like,
remember I remember watching this on my computer. I was getting my oil changed, and I was like, they were like, it's gonna be a couple hours. I was like, you know what? I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna just sit here and watch it. I watched it, and I reacted like I was in a movie theater. You
that's
know
what I was about to
that?
say, you were robbed of the theater experience then, because
Oh
the theater
no,
was
yeah.
jumping, it was so good.
Yeah, I embarrassed myself because someone's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, child, I seen the cops pull up. I don't know. I thought it was over."
That was the best part of the whole movie. The cop pull up, it jumps out, what's his name?
Lil Rel.
Rel, Lil Rel. I was gonna say
Yeah,
Terrell. And the whole theater started clapping and
yeah,
like, oh my god, Get Out is so good. Like it literally like made people rethink horror. Like
yeah,
not just black horror, horror in general. It's just so good. I
Yeah.
like this list, Chappelle. What did you?
I like the list a lot. I like the idea that one, we have heard a lot of these film titles, but we also haven't watched a lot of them, and so I think it gives us time to really dive in. But I really want to know what our listeners think about what we've seen and what your experiences were, because you don't have to like the same movies we like, obviously, and everybody's going to rank their movies differently. But Mari, of the 25, is Get Out your number one horror movie?
Definitely, hands down.
Yeah, I think so too. I think for me, it would have been Get Out, and then like just like based off of the nostalgia, maybe Candyman, the first one, because like I said, I remember I have that memory seared into my head of watching that beat them bees, and so this is good. I think this is a dope list, Mark.
That was great. Yep,
Yeah.
I liked it. I feel like I learned something. We got to talk about some of our stuff. Really, just show some love to Black horror during spooky season.
Yeah. Any snubs? Anything you were expecting to see that's not there?
No, not really.
Nothing. I can't think of anything either. I mean, it's not like we have a lot of Black horror movies.
I can think of Black horror movies, but I know why they're not.
Nothing that should have cracked the list. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. I think that this gave us something that we can look into in the future. If anybody wants to make any requests and tell us something that we didn't put on this list, or that that didn't make the list that we should be watching, let us know so we can check it out, and then maybe we can do a podcast about it or something like that. We got time, right?
Plenty.
Yeah, plenty of time. And so give us your feedback right here in the YouTube comments, and then make sure you email us and let us know. It's the spooky season's about done. And so you got a couple weeks to get us a good recommendation so we can come in and talk about it. All right. Mari, what do you have going on in the meantime?
Just follow me on Twitter at Mari Talks Too Much. That's 2 like the number 2. Yeah, follow me there. Let's talk there. Let's get the kickback going in on Twitter. So
yeah, and then follow me on Twitter as well at Recap Kickback. Follow at Recap Kickback on all social media platforms, and then stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to the podcast to make sure you don't miss anything else. Because we could be bringing you some more quick bites like this. You know, no pun intended. But that's it for Mari and Chappell. You ain't got to go home, but we'll catch you all next week. Peace.
I've been trapped behind Swamp Maria, isolated like it's North Korea. Smaller city with some bigger dreamers. The wall is cracked, I'm looking in between it. The world is yours, but man, I gotta see it. They say it's hard, but man, I gotta see it. The air I'm breathing can't feel my chest. Wait on life, I wanna hold my breath. I'ma get in my goddamn self.